down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Oh, yeah, you tuned in? You want some more? I don't know if this one's going to be lovely, but yes, let me tell you who are you tuned into. You tuned into the Savvy Savvy Radio Show. My name is Stephen VanCauwenbergh. I'm somebody something. Actually, you be somebody because you be savvy too. I've written a few books. It really doesn't matter because writing books doesn't mean a dang thing. I'll say damn on the radio. A damn thing. What means something is mistakes. Is going through the fire. Writing a book, that's a good thing, is that I was able to write all the drama, all the pain that I went through to become a real estate investor. But it's the process, it's the mistakes, it's the gut-wrenching things that you've done wrong. And so today's episode is the silver bullet syndrome. Man, there is no quick and easy way to succeed in this game. I know it's easy to say that, Mr. VanCauwenbergh, when you've been grinding it out for a long time and you've had a little success. And what is success? First of all, you got to define success. In my mind, success is freedom. And you need to realize and understand that. But let's just talk about the silver bullet effect syndrome. What a lot of people I've noticed lately try to do. And this is a syndrome that entrepreneurs do. They think that this one ad will give them success. I know that when I was owning a DJ business, and I was like, I wish I had money. If I had money, like $2,000 a month, I would buy billboards all over the city and I would be rich. I mean, seriously, I actually thought that at one time in my life, that if I just bought billboards and told the world that I owned a DJ company, thank God I did not have $2,000 back then, because that would have been a crash and burn and would have put me out of business and so on and so forth. So you can't just find one way to win at business. I know this young generation, you want to accelerate or you want to level up. I heard that today. Accelerate, level up, next level. Listen, it's a process. And so what happens is, when I'm talking about the silver bullet, people just spend money, like they throw all their chips in on an ad in a magazine, or they buy an ad on the billboard. Or in my case, I hired staff and it would crash and burn. I had to let this individual go and then let another individual go. And the problem is, I wanted fast results, and I thought was a guarantee. And even today, I was watching a Robert Kiyosaki webinar, and I was like, I have never watched webinars, and it was, I got hooked into this webinar. I'm reading the book, and it was a sales pitch, and you buy this course, and you're going to be rich. Listen. There is no silver bullet out there. Every single entrepreneur, it's $1 billion industry. It takes hard work. I know that's so cliche, but listen, you got to have a plan. So the next time you want to buy a silver bullet, write a plan out. If I pay for this $300 a month lead funnel or $600 lead funnel, is it going to yield? But I heard that lead funnels work, but those lead funnels may be working for those sleazy products. Your products could be a referral-based product, and not like they're going to open an ad in a book. I need that service, and they're going to call you. That's not how it works in a service-based business. So the first thing, you need to have a plan. Like, first of all, find out how much money you want to make and how to get to that. The next thing is that you've got to have advisors, and run your ideas by people, friends, accountants. And I know when you first starting out, you may not have an attorney as a friend, or you may not have an advisor, but I promise you, the two heads are better than one. The scripture says, pity the man that falls down, it doesn't have a brother to pick him up. A strand of three cords is not easily broken. I'm telling you, to this day, if you're on my friends list, I'm texting you new business card ideas. My poor friend Thomas Morgan down there, I blow that dude up. Dude, this is my new idea every day. Like, I have a new idea every day. And then after you kind of have a plan, a lofty plan, you seek advisors, and then you have a budget with that plan. You've got to always put the pen to the paper. How much is this going to cost and what I'm willing to lose? If you're going to sign a 5-year contract, is this a relationship that you want to be in? And then every time you think about something, is there a way out? Even today, I'm creating an LLC with a partner. I'm like, am I going to die? And I know I will. And what will happen when I die? Who would this money go to? And how do I distribute it? And what if you died? Can I buy you out? What if you got mad at me? What if you had a baby? You've got to figure all these things into your equation. So back to the show, this real quick, there's not a silver bullet. There is history, and there's advisors that could advise you and say, this works, this doesn't work. And keep in mind, this may not work on everything. So you've got to really seek and plan and prepare. And the next thing I want to elaborate on is the shiny thing syndrome. Listen, you've got to commit if you want to be wealthy of any magnitude, and wealthy could mean $1,000 a month in my mind. If you're debt free and you got cash flow coming in, or you got enough cash flow coming in covering your expenses, like you live at your mom's house and you're making $100 a month, you're killing it. Okay, here's the deal. Stay focused and build that business up until it's maximum. And if you don't have the desire to do that, then pass it on to somebody else. Sell it or get it to a degree where you can sell it. I've sold several businesses. It's a process. It's good, bad, and ugly. It's hard, but it's worth the process when you receive a check every month, like mailbox money, like a rental property. And so you can treat a business like a rental. It's an asset. An asset is anything that brings in income. So when you're one like me, I have all the, like, one of my things I know, I'm going to shoot this out there. One of my shiny things that I chase after is a vegan restaurant. I know, isn't that crazy? Now, I set that out in motion. Now, I know I'm going to need at least several $100,000 to do it. But I have no interest standing behind a stove trying to whoop up some chickpea burgers. It's just not going to happen. So I'm on the lookout for people that have money. That's one. Number two, I'm on a lookout for hardworking people that have a dream, a passion to be a chef or a cook. And then my job as an entrepreneur is to put those two people together and get a percentage of it. That's my shiny toy, my shiny thing but I'm not pursuing that. Now, it may come across my desk, but there's something that I've been working on for 3 years, and I'm fixing to advertise it pretty soon. For 3 years, I have been working on this one business model, and it just wasn't the right time to launch it. So you've got to be self-disciplined in the business that you have right now, the business that you're in. What is the thing, the job, the business that is bringing you income so you can survive? And if you hate that effing thing, then quit. But that's a temporary situation. And what is the thing that you're going to go into? Now, if you're a real entrepreneur, there's 1,000 things you're going to jump to. I had an awesome meeting with an entrepreneur this morning, and she was like, I'm willing to sell the business. Absolutely. You cannot get emotional about what you're doing. You've got to have the enough tenacity to switch gears. If this business isn't working, if the advertising dollars that you're paying for are not working, are you able to say no? Are you able to walk away? And let me give you an example. So if you follow me at all, I put some dollars behind a concept called Racetrack Rumble, and the domain name just came up for renewal. I don't even know if I even launched it with the website. But what it was is I had a little fetish going on about RC cars. I haven't got into them. It's been a while. I need to get into it because I can feel spring coming on me. But I liked RC cars. I wish I could afford them as a child. I couldn't afford them. And my brother was all into them, and then he went to a foster home, and blah 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 blah. But the point is like, I can afford this hobby now. But this hobby was actually taking me away from my family because they race on one night and they race on Saturdays, and I can't do that. So I kind of weaned on it. But I was like, how can I build a business around something that I like? And so I came up with this, and it's also a tax deduction of sorts. I started a business called Racetrack Rumble. And so my motive behind it was to build this business for a friend of mine who is in the rat race, who works at a grocery store, who has some skills and talents, but still stays at the grocery store and won't take the leap of faith. and will be a real entrepreneur. Maybe he's unskilled. I don't know what the deal is. So I was like showing him, this is how you make money. So we crafted this thing. I spent several $1,000s on this deal, got it all the way up running. I even to this day, I have someone asking me, hey, when are you going to come to this birthday party and do this racetrack rumble? So my goal was to build this business, sell the business to this guy that I built it for, and then sell the franchise. And I was excited. I put several $1,000s behind it. It was fun. It was a process. I love using analytics. I love analyzing cars, importing from China. I mean, I went all the way to the 10th degree. Maybe I should do a case study on this deal, but I know I'm a psycho. But still, it was fun. It was a release. Now, the winter came, and it rained on my parade. This was an outdoor type of event, so I let that slide. Real estate got in the way, got a hold of a building. That kind of slowed me down. And then I took care of that deal. And then, boom, now it's the spring again. And I have to ask myself, now my pride, I've spent several $1,000s in this business, but I'm like, what's the best use of my time? What is the best return on my investment? I know this business will succeed. And I had to make a conscious decision, and that conscious decision was, Stephen, you cannot do this business. You're going to lose money. Because if you focus any more time and energy on this business, your other businesses are going to fail. And that's something that you need to be thinking about. The shiny thing, whatever you choose, something will lose. Whatever you focus on will succeed. Whatever you don't focus on will fail. So listen, the silver bullet deal doesn't necessarily work. You may get some little bullet fragments from other people's silver bullets, and you can adapt them, apply them into your business. But don't think that you're going to get one silver bullet out of one thing without seeking any advice, or not having a plan, or not having a budget. And you've got to be disciplined with your decision making. And then when you're chasing these shiny toy things, remember, it better be best use of your time. I read just recently, you can always replenish your cash, but you can't replenish your time. Let me say that again. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. I know it's simple. And it hurts, but sometimes you got to walk away from things that are not yielding what they were, that would be the best return for you at that time. Anyway, this is your boy, Steve VanCauwenbergh. You tuned in to the Savvy Radio Show. Coming up, I'm coming into your market pretty soon. Check out SavvyBootcamp.com, Oklahoma City. Coming in to Oklahoma. I live here. I live here. I mean, Rockford, Illinois in July, August, Chattanooga, Oklahoma City, and then Ohio, maybe not, maybe Texas, who knows. But I would love to partner with you if you have an opportunity, if you want to grow. And I'm offering some training on location, and I would love to educate you as best I can. Hopefully this helped you. Hopefully you learned something. If you got some nuggets out of this, let your boy know.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at SavvyRadioShow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook, and always be buying assets.